It's the middle of September, and it's about time to come out to the hunting territory, hunting property, and start doing some fall chores. We've gotten this to the point over the last few years where it pretty much takes care of itself for most of the summer, but as we get close to the deer season, we need to get some things in order to hopefully make this a successful season. We leave a few of our trail cams up during the summer just to kind of get a feel for what's in the area. Sometimes it's pretty blasé. There isn't a whole lot happening in the summer, but we've seen everything from rabbits to deer to bear to wolves and fox at various times during the summer. It's nice to kind of see what's in the area and what kind of wildlife we can expect to see during other parts of the year. But those cameras that we've had out, it's time to change cards and maybe get some of these things up onto the computer and maybe even out where people can see them and not only let us know, but to kind of entertain others as well. It is amazing. Again, it's the middle part of September, but it seems the color is coming a little early this year. I'm surprised at the amount of color that there is in the woods already. We don't expect a peak for probably 2 to 3 weeks yet, but even so, the color is pretty outstanding already. This is also the time of year that I service these birdhouses. For some reason, the bears really like to destroy this one. It's happened a couple of years now, and we do have bear that come in here, and they'll take this and just fold it right down to the ground. I don't know why. So as far as this one is concerned, I'll remove it and store it for the winter. I have some others that are attached to trees in and around the area. I'll go through and make sure any of the old nesting material that was put into there for this summer is cleaned out and be ready for whoever might be ready to use it next spring. Also some chores that need to be done as far as the deer stand is concerned. I have a system here where, as far as these 12-volt batteries that I power some of the trail cams with, I do also have a solar panel out here that I'm able to charge these batteries in here without having to take them back into the house and carry them back and forth as time goes on. So that's a real big deal. It's also time to check to make sure that the propane tank has enough fuel to get me through at least the first part of the deer season, and that the heater is set and ready to go. Make sure that it's working. And we'll also do some tidying up in here just to get rid of some of the stuff that's left over from last deer season. And for whatever reason, there always seems to be some dust and debris that settle onto the floor over the summer. And so take a couple of minutes with a little handheld vac and clean up the carpeting in here. I'm also testing out a new product this year. Early fall I tried to get in here and I planted a number of red pine a few years ago, and the deer notoriously like to browse on these as we get to later fall through the winter and into the spring. And the last couple of years I've come through and flagged these with paper tops and stapled on, and it's worked pretty well. The one problem I have with those is that sometimes if they're exposed to the wind at all, that paper can be blown off. And so the new product I'm trying is a new product called Browse Blockers. They're manufactured and sold out of Bemidji, Minnesota, which isn't too far from where I'm at here. And so it seems to be a good looking system. We'll be able to update you next spring as to how effective they are, and hopefully this will work well. So basically what you do, you have a sleeve, a mesh sleeve that you take and grab the top of your tree from. Get this over the top of it, bring it down. So that you have the upper branches, and this is the first time I've tried putting one on, so it's I can see how I'm going to have to do this a little bit differently, but once you get it on, there's some little clips that come with that. You take and clip it around the base to hold it in place, and that keeps the deer from browsing on the top of this. So we'll see how this works. I'm hoping for the best here, and again, the name of it is Browse Blocker. Also going to put out a couple of new trail cams, try to see where the activity is being concentrated. This time of year, the deer change their travel patterns, and I've already seen that on the cameras I have out, but we're going to put some more out and see if we can establish some more patterns. By the way, as far as those browse blockers are concerned, after I put a few more on, they were much easier. Kind of got the hang of how to get the netting down over some of the needles, and that helps a lot, makes it go a lot faster. I will mention also about those that they are reusable. So while they cost a little bit to begin with, if you can use them for 2, 3, 4 years, that really brings that cost factor down a lot. So something to think about in terms of what you might be interested in or what you might be doing.